Okay, we're going to look at distributive property and what it looks like here. Distributive property is essentially when we're multiplying a value into a set of brackets. We have two sets of brackets multiplied by each other, and the first one looks like it has 1, 2, 3, 4 terms. This one has 2. This would be very complex. The idea that you'd have to multiply, sorry, you can do it either way. You can decide to take the first one, multiply it by both, second one by both, third one by both, fourth one by both, or reverse. Change the color of this for a second. Let's see if I can. The first one by all 4, and the second one by all 4. Okay, those are both options in doing this, and there are ways to do it, but we actually might want to focus on collecting like terms first. So I'm going to look inside this first bracket and see if I can simplify. Essentially, distributive property is expanding and simplifying. So in the first one, I actually can. I can simplify x cubed plus 3x cubed. Well, I can just add the coefficients. There's technically a 1 in front of here. So we have 4x cubed minus x plus 1. So I've now whittled this down by 1 term, which makes it less work for me when I'm distributing everything. Okay. So because we're used to reading, people would tend to take this bracket and multiply it across. I'm just going to tell you, it might be kind of easy and consistent to do it this way. They're both the exact same. There's no difference. Yeah. Do you prefer? Do you want me to do one or the other?
I've always done just the first bracket.
Okay, so let's do that. Yeah. So we're going to take the first term. They would have called it FOIL if it was a binomial, but we have a trinomial in here, so there isn't really an acronym for it. But the idea is you take that first term, multiply it by the first and second term in the other bracket. Okay, so we're looking at 4x cubed times x will give us 4x to the power of 4. We just add the two exponents. And 4x cubed minus 2 will give us negative 8x cubed. Okay, then we take the second term, the negative x, and multiply it by both. Negative x times x will give us negative x squared. Negative x times negative 2 will give us positive 2x. Okay with that?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. And then finally, last one, 1 times both of those terms. Those terms won't change. 1 times anything is just the original, so plus x minus 2. And now technically, you know, we're still kind of inside these brackets, and there's a plus 5 out here, but because there's nothing left to distribute, we can drop these brackets. We don't need them anymore, and we're just going to write that plus 5. We're going to bring it down at the back here. Okay. So now that we've done that, now we can look at collecting like terms again. So I'll go through it. Values of the variable x to the power 4. So we have 4x to the power 4.
Nothing else.
That's it. Yeah. Power 3. Negative 8x to the power of 3. Nothing else. Negative x to the power of 2. Nothing else. I'm running out of colors here. I need more transparency. Okay. Values of just x. I do have 2.
Yeah, so
and I have 2 constants here. Negative 2 and positive 5. Exactly. So
that's the same answer I got.
Yeah.
But
Okay.
go back to
4x to the power 4. Okay, so what we'll do is we'll take a look to make sure we haven't made a mistake. This will give us 3x, and this will give us 3. So I already took the liberty of writing this out beforehand, and this is the graph. So according to this is a type of factor form that we started with. This would be considered like the standard or the expanded form. Let's plug this in and see if we get the same graph, and that's one way we could test to see if it's correct. If it's the exact graph over the one we originally drew, then we know we've done this correctly. So 4x to the power of 4. So 4x to the power of 4. Negative 8x to the power of 3. Oh,
minus x squared.
Minus x squared.
Oh, hold on. Do I have the right one? I might not have the right one.
Yeah,
no,
minus
plus 3x.
Plus 3x plus 3.
Yeah.
Plus 3x plus 3. And they're identical. These two are identical, which means we've expanded this properly in our distribution here.
I actually got it. I messed this part up somewhere.